Hello guys and welcome to SteveKnows. Today I want to talk about the recent news that's just come out around Oculus creating their own kind of alpha beta channel for indie game developers, just like SideQuest have done. And SideQuest and Oculus are actually working together to create this new platform or this new channel for us to enjoy a new wave of games. So let's go over the articles that Oculus and SideQuest have put out, because they've both put their own out, so there'll be different interpretations there. And they've also reached out to SideQuest, and they've also given me a little bit more extra information, but they couldn't give me too much. There is an NDA on this. So let's go over this. Let's begin. So this has all become apparent when there was a Reddit post over at SideQuest. There was also a tweet made by the SideQuest Twitter account, and there's also been a post on the Oculus blog. Oculus have also posted about it. I have reached out to SideQuest, asked them a few questions, but they are held back by a non-disclosure agreement, so I can't go over too many things. They didn't tell me anything. I just got some snippets that they were allowed to tell me, but I'll go over that later when we go over the thoughts. So let's go through the articles. So this is the interesting part, a new distribution path. We've set a high bar of content on Quest in order to build a platform where people have confidence in the quality of titles they're buying, and developers know their investments have a strong chance of success. This is regarding the quality first policy, which has been a ton of really stringent controls or toll gates for developers to get their game onto the official store. There was a dedicated video where I went through the requirements for this. Check it out if you're interested. So that strategy is working. In fact, we recently shared that people have spent more than 100 million on Quest content, and more than 10 titles have generated over 2 million, in revenue on Quest. As we build on the success moving forward, our store curation process will not be going away. But now that the Quest has built a healthy, sustainable ecosystem, we're ready to open a new avenue for virtual reality development. So they're saying here that we put these strong controls in place to enable an ecosystem where people can be confident that they're going to get a quality game. But now the Quest has had huge success, people know that the games are well curated, there's more understanding of the virtual reality ecosystem in general, with the more casual consumer, not the VR enthusiasts like myself and perhaps some of you. So we've heard that many developers and enthusiasts are looking for easier ways to distribute apps outside of the Oculus Quest store. So far we've been using SideQuest. We're excited to announce that in early 2021, we'll offer a new way for developers to distribute Quest apps. This will enable developers to share their applications to anyone with a Quest without having to be accepted onto the Quest store and without the need for sideloading. While we don't have many details to share beyond just that, we wanted to give an early peek at our plans to make Quest accessible to a wider group of developers, even those who do not ship through our store. And since we're conscious that development cycles take time, we're also sharing this now to encourage our Go development community to start building for Quest if they choose, since Go is now going. They want the developers who have created Go content to now focus on the Quest, and this is one way for them to do that. This makes it easier for developers to reach Quest owners in the future, and we hope to spark inspiration with those who build the next wave of engaging experiences. Click here for more information. So let's find out, let's go for more information. I think this takes us to the next chapter. Yeah, the next chapter of Oculus Quest development and distribution path. So they went more in depth on the 19th before announcing this new distribution path. So let's have a quick scan and see if there's anything here that's going to give us information, because all we've got at the moment is we're going to create a platform where people who don't meet our store policies, don't meet that quality first policy on the official store, can still reach gamers. Their content can still reach gamers to get feedback on their development, such as that, just what SideQuest is already doing really, but now they don't have to sideload. This will all be done via the headset, which is pretty interesting. We'll discuss that shortly. As we focus on driving forward the future of VR and 6.2F platforms like the Quest, as the technology has advanced rapidly since we launched Go, you've helped us prove out the value of positional tracking with the incredible Experience 6DOF, and we're ready to double down on that. We're no longer accepting Oculus Go apps or app updates from December 4th, and we're no longer going to be publishing them after December 18th. At the same time, we're sharing an early look at the new ways developers to distribute Quest apps next year. The same thing again, we've had high quality, we've made loads of money, we've wanted to create a healthy, sustainable ecosystem, blah, blah, blah. We've already done that. We've been looking for developers and enthusiasts have been looking for easier ways to build their business and distribute applications outside of the Quest store. That's why we're excited. We also see, oh, here's something that we see this new channel was a way to test early stage applications and distribute to specific users. The Oculus platform policies will apply to all applications we distribute, and developers will still need to meet the obligations of our Oculus content policy. However, applications through this new channel won't be held to the same technical standard as the Oculus Quest Store app. So that again is something interesting that we need to talk about. Let's have a look at what the content policy actually entails. If they still have to, here we go. The following are not allowed on our platform. Is that it? That one simple page? Okay. So, no porn, no excessive violence, no hate speech, no bullying, content created by organisations engaged in terrorism. Okay, so this is pretty deep. Directed towards children under the age of 13, not allowed. That's interesting. Content that facilitates, because I know people were very, very worried about directing content to children, so that they don't just kind of spend money on games and they're just getting a part of crap. But it looks like their policy is actually against that, which is good to know. I wasn't aware of that. No spamming content that misleads purpose of harming users. Real money or gambling is not allowed, so PokerStars VR is not going to get any real money, as people have been speculating. And content that facilitates the real-world sale of regulated goods such as prescription drugs, explosives, and firearm accessories. So it's good to know the apocalypse on Oculus platform will not be doing so. So as long as pretty much, as long as they're not doing anything extremely unethical, they won't be held up to the same technical standard. They'll also be introducing a business channel for enterprise. Together, we think these channels will develop great flexibility and more options in managing their business. So there's going to be a official Oculus Quest store. There's going to be a business channel as well for enterprise-based applications. And there's also going to be, let's just call it the SideQuest channel as well. So let's take, we've just had Oculus's point of view. Let's now go over SideQuest and their comments, because this, as they said on their Twitter that this was a win for them and the community, and it really, really is. They've shown their hard work and effort and interactions with gamers and the developers, helping to create that community, has really shown Oculus what the community wants. It's a massive win, and now they're going to help assist with this channel. It's really, really great work, but I'll discuss that in a bit. Let's go over what they said. Hey guys, woohoo! If you can't already tell, we are excited. Indies rule the world. The most successful games in virtual reality have been small teams and have really shown that you don't have to be a large studio to make a success in VR gaming. We always held out hope that Oculus would see the value in fostering the indie community, helping to create the next generation of success for VR developers. Nice statement there. They're just such nice guys over there, aren't they? Okay, so what we think of the latest Oculus news, that's what we just read. We at SideQuest are absolutely delighted with the announcement from Oculus with regard to more distribution options on the Quest. We hope that we have played a part in showing the real value of the indie developer ecosystem. We will be working to integrate with the new direct link soon as we can, and we'll be encouraging developers to explore the benefits of leveraging the Oculus ecosystem for a smooth experience. This is a win for the whole SideQuest community and the virtual reality industry, and yes indeed it is, and it's literally all thanks to the community. It's not thanks to a corporation, it's thanks to people at SideQuest, the virtual reality gamers, everyone showing support. We did this. So where are we headed? We've always maintained at SideQuest that we are not interested in making revenue from game developers or competing with Oculus. We've always just been a good test bed for developers interested in getting feedback on the apps and games. We're excited to double down on those efforts to help the developers during the early stages of development with discovery, community, and tooling. We are hard at work to perfect some parts of our new focus as we provide much value to developers and users interested in supported early game development, giving feedback to shape the future success of VR. Getting paid to play virtual reality? What is this? One area we are interested in putting a lot of energy in is building tools to allow users to earn cash and other rewards for helping to playtest new games and content on SideQuest. We're hoping we can make it super simple for you to play games and provide invaluable feedback in the form of recording audio and video footage and tracking key game metrics whilst getting paid. We're still in the planning stages, but want to keep you in the loop. Register here if you are interested. That's like a dream come true, that, isn't it? And there is going to be another giveaway. Okay, so they're the articles. I've got a few comments or a few discussion points I think we should talk about, and I've also reached out to the people over at SideQuest, and I've got a little bit more information that I want to share with you. So let's go over to the chair. So this is a glorious day for us virtual reality gamers. This is a massive win, as I said, for developers, for the community, for the people over at SideQuest. This is not a win for the corporations like Oculus. We did this. We came together as a community, said what we wanted, expressed and showed what we wanted, and that's now translated in Oculus, making a more streamlined process to assist new developers and indie developers, because they really are kind of the core of virtual reality gaming, because there's not a ton of money to be made here. So people who make these games are doing it more out of a passion, not to make money. So I'm over the moon to hear this. So a few things I've taken away from this is that SideQuest is no longer going to require you to be connected to your computer with a cable, going through that developer setup in order to sideload games onto your headset, which was a barrier for many people. Every time I used to do a SideQuest list video, people would complain, I don't have a computer. I bought the Quest because I didn't have a computer. Well, now that's not going to matter. You should be able to do this via a gaming channel that you should be able to interact with inside your Oculus headset. This is something you're going to have to sign up for. It's not just going to be readily available for everyone, because Oculus still want to maintain that healthy ecosystem for newcomers to virtual reality, and I'm okay with that. If we went through all of that effort to sideload anyway, now this is going to be a much more seamless process. Also want to assure people that I did speak to the people at SideQuest, and they did say that the application, the SideQuest app for the desktop application, is not going to be going away, but it may be repurposed, as it contains a bunch of ADB tools that developers can use to help streamline their process, and use it also to put content onto the headset and play with in terms of diagnostics, setting up, provisioning. It's just going to be a lot easier. So over time, from the start of next year, you may start to see things slow down in the SideQuest space and the application to start be repurposed. But obviously we're not going to know that for sure until it actually happens, but we will see. So also, SideQuest and Oculus are actually working together to create this new channel, this new platform. SideQuest have tried and tested this out. They've had these interactions with developers. They've created a platform that's been incredibly successful. So I'm not surprised that Oculus are going to be working with them to create this. But what that also means is we've clearly got people behind this platform that aren't in this for the money. They want what's best for the gamer. They want what's best for the developer. And to know that they're going to be a driving force behind this creation actually makes me quite happy and fairly confident that we're going to be getting something that we're going to be pleased with, and it's going to be better overall for virtual reality, at least for virtual reality on the Oculus Quest. Something SideQuest said was that it's important to know that this is just a new hosting platform. Oculus are only going to provide direct links to these applications. They're not going to appear on the Oculus storefront. They're just going to provide links to where they're actually going to be available, and then it's going to be installed onto your headset via that link. I'm not sure of the internals of how that's going to work, but at a high level, apparently that's how it's going to be. Also, this isn't going to be, you can put whatever you want here, it's going to be a curated platform. So as you saw, you're still going to have to adhere to the Oculus content guidelines. So there's not going to be any like trash content, any kind of racism, any abuse, no extreme violence, nothing like that. You're still going to have to create a game that is kind of created for everybody, not for children. I'm happy to see that. It doesn't contain real money. Also, microtransactions seems to be a thing on this, which is really great to hear. So the technical aspect is going to be a little more slack. It's very, very strict. I did go through all of the requirements in an older video. It's very, very long and hard. So this is a win for us. We've still got a while to go until it's kind of ready. It may even be delayed. We don't know what's going to happen. So fingers crossed. Start of 2021, I cannot wait. So that's it from me today, guys. Thanks for coming and getting caught up on the latest and greatest virtual reality news. Congrats again on this win for the community. Please stick around for next time by subscribing to the channel. Thanks to my patrons, you absolute legends, and happy gaming, guys. Good day.